Disturbing. Oops. I'm online already.
When you're ready, just tell me. Yeah? I'm ready. So far.
All right. Thank you very much for watching the Black Wi-Fi Network. You're welcome. On our network, and of course, it's I have past 11 here in Uganda, and it's me, Africa Maria Mpenzi. Yeah, and I invited some friends and some people to be with me live. Unfortunately, I cannot see myself. That means my camera is not okay. Yeah, well, I don't know what's going on because what. So, well, yeah, today we're going to talk about Congo. And I know many of you have heard about Congo. Well, Congo neighbors Uganda in the west. Congo is in the western, it neighbors Uganda in the west. So uh, I've ever been there, though not to the deepest parts of Congo, but I've been there. I've ever been there. So, well, the wars and the killing and this whole insecurity, the poverty rate. Uganda is a poor country, but again, Congo is very, very poor. And the surprising thing about Congo, well, is why are they even poor in the first place? Now, I'm so very much sorry that you are not seeing me. I don't know if you're seeing me, okay, but I cannot see myself on the screen. So I think maybe you don't see me. So I don't know, Keith, if you're there, I don't know if you can electrify this. And, you know, yes, Angela Morris says, peace, so much love you. We love you too. Let hang dang. Let hang dang. Whatever your name is. Peace, my brother. And of course, you welcome Blackwood Fire Network. And so today we're going to talk about the Congo. There are lots of things that are happening in Africa, and stories of Africa can never end. With the COVID situation, with all the defilement of Africa and everything, Africa's story is never gonna end. But when it comes to Congo's story, it's a very deep, deep and sad one. Well, I was discussing with Keith today before I came here, and we exchanged a lot of things that were so touching. Please tell me if you are seeing me because I cannot see myself on the camera. Kay Williams, I can see you here. You are very much welcome on Blackwood Fire Network. And yeah, so we're talking about Congo. Congo is one of is very, very large. It's one of the biggest countries in Africa. But Congo is one of in fact, it is the richest. I would say this with not fear. It is the richest piece of land. He says it that way. It is the richest piece of land, in on earth. Well, a friend Livingstone tells me he cannot join. I don't know why, Keith. I don't know what's no, we cannot see you. I don't know what's going on. My camera, let me try to see if well, if I can do something. Keith, I know you're driving, but please. I don't know why my camera is not on. And I had invited Livingstone to have a live. He has a lot of stories to tell about Congo. And in 1995, he had a girlfriend who was from there, and I had lots of huge stories. So I had invited him to give us an experience. Unfortunately, I don't know what's going on. It's like he cannot join us, and then of course he cannot see me too. But well, so Afrahim, I mean, I so very much want you to be live with me because you have, I had lots of stories to tell you. With that in 1995, and he had that, one of the countries, of course. So he has the stories of Rwanda and the stories of Congo. So well, but before that, I'll have to share my now Congo. When you Google, when you go into your Google, they will tell you that Congo is the number one poorest countries in the world, number one poorest countries in the world. Yet Congo is the richest piece of land in the world. Now look at this. The only the when I think about Congo, when I talk to Keith about this thing, tears were flowing down my face. I cannot just believe the world is just so cruel to this point. I mean, you have like every resources that no other country, no other piece of land has ever had, and then you are the poorest country in the entire world. Well, that's what Google is saying. Okay, because I had to Google this after I had a discussion with Keith. Probably Keith did not know. So so we had all these things, and I'm still asking myself, why? Why is it that Africans? Because the stories I exchanged with Keith really made me so pissed off. I feel like I really, some Africans shouldn't be existing on this earth. You know, the hate is too much. We are preaching about unity. We are preaching about waking up, loving each other, having each other's back, protecting the black legacy. But I feel like some people are not we're not supposed to be created black. They were not supposed to be, Africans. Because what's going on in Congo is very sad. It's a very sad story. They have almost every mineral, every resource that no other piece of land has. Yet they are the poorest. They are dying every day and night. The refugees in Congo, the turn up of refugees in Congo in different countries is so high. Why? Because they are rich and they do not even benefit from this. And then the saddest thing, even other countries are defiling it. They're exploiting it with the help of the crackers, you know. So there is all these other countries like Rwanda that everyone is preaching about, saying it's a very beautiful country full of love and what have you. So when I talked to Keith later today, I still went ahead and did some research. I read about something that really got my heart so burning with hate and sadness and this urge to say something about it. So Rwanda is one of the countries that people are talking about, preaching about, I want to be there. I mean, they're looking good. Rwanda is number one, whatever, whatever. Y'all don't know what happened. So these are the very people defiling Congo. Not to forget even Uganda itself. You understand? No, look at what we were talking. Rwanda even has no minerals, like a lot of minerals, but it does export minerals to Europe and USA. So that he's sending his soldiers to Congo that they are looking for those who committed genocide in Rwanda. Yet he is there fetching minerals, collecting minerals, killing the Rwandese citizens. And then the world is here praising him like shit, like he's the greatest. I don't know, whatever. And when you look at some other Africans, like the ones from Nigeria and all these other countries, praising him that he's the best president in the world. Best president in the world when you're slaughtering your fellow Africans, when you're killing people in Congo, you're taking out what is not yours, you're not even giving them anything. You know what I mean? So that's the saddest thing. I mean, African leaders are puppets of they are puppets of Europeans and colonialists and all these idiots, whatever they are. And then we are singing about change. We even don't know who is gonna come. I at some at some point, I even don't want to say I'm not proud to be a black person. I'm so very proud, 100%. But I'm not proud of so many black people in this world. You know. So what's going on? You're gonna have the whole selfish love. And I really agreed with Keith when he told me that there is a little person out there in the Congo watching this whole bullshit happen, and it's gonna come at one time and has to, and these other countries will have to pay because that very little kid, little child out there has a lot of anger. He's seeing what is going on, and that means this whole fighting will never end. That means black people we're gonna keep fighting each other all the time because of what? Because you want to be a puppet, because America is promising you guns and whatever, you know. So it is very painful. I'm so sorry today. I'm so very sad. I'm very pissed off with, God damn it. A lot of things are really, look at this. A land, Congo, the richest piece of land on earth, being the poorest country in the entire world. You know, it's so I'm very sad that Livingstone is not able to come live. I don't know what's going on, but Livingstone, I sent you a link. It. I have to take this. Or let me try to say, okay, Keith. Livingstone was supposed to join me live. I don't know how you're gonna do that, because it has a lot of stories to tell about the two countries I'm talking about. So unfortunately, I don't know how it's gonna be able. But Ephraim, if you're listening in or if you're watching on video, I know you're not seeing me, but of course, there is that link I sent in your inbox. Please click on that link, and it will bring you live. Hopefully, you will share with us the experience you have in 1995 during that genocide in Rwanda. Yeah, what happened? Well, I can still have one guess. I don't know, but I can still not see you. So these all things happened, and it's very sad that Africans, fellow black people, fellow Africans who are supposed to be getting each other's backs, they have a hand in this. Like they have a hand in almost everything. What's going on? Now let's look at the funniest thing. Why people love each other? I don't know, but I feel like they do. Okay, because they don't talk ill about each other. They keep their secrets. Like they lie to us, they preach to us wrong things, they teach us wrong things, and they don't talk about their other brothers doing some shit. But we hear the black people, no, 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 no. We got jealousy, we got hate, we don't love each other, we got this, you know, and the problem is that when I'm so sorry, sometimes I just run out of words. But this is a very, very sad moment. After I had this discussion, I had to go in and have to Google the poorest country in the world. And Google told me that Congo is the number one. Number one. Now, what Ephraim, you say that you are seeing me, please do click on the other. Click on that link I sent on your Facebook, on your messenger, and please, it will bring you live in the studios, and you will talk to us and the Blackwood Fire Network family. But before that, let me first read the comments. Yeah, maybe to calm down my anger a little bit because I feel like well, Angel Morris, you're very much welcome. He says, peace and might, love family. We love you too. And let him hang down, Maria. Peace, peace, my brother. I love you. Kewo Yam, peace, people. He greets you all. Yes, we love you too. And Leviston, this is your first time on Black of Fire Network. Please, here is where you get uncut and diluted, unfiltered information from Black people. You can subscribe in, and please always, we are always here. In different time zone. I'll be sending you that links whenever we come live for him. I'm so very much happy to see you. And Dwight Davidson, you're always here. Thank you very much for coming. I love you so much. And then Dang Dang, you again, and of course I'll read the comments. Um, I'll read Dwight. Dwight says that well, okay. It's all white man things. Now that was Ephraim and Keith. Okay, because I'm not going to read about Keith that was communicating to me. Dwight Davidson said, "True, it is the white man causing the havoc." Well, I don't know why we agree white men using it. You know, even if they are causing the havoc, we are agreeing to this. We are like, because well, I always tell a story about Congo. There is this man who was called Renjema. I was trying to explain this story to Keith. He was called Renjema. Now Renjema was this he was among the people who were fighting. They used to call it they were calling it what? Freedom for Rwanda. That's the days of genocide. I wasn't born that time, but during the days of I think genocide, the genocide days. But so Rendema was in Uganda at that time. So there were refugees who ran during the genocide where the Tutsis and the Hutus were killing each other. And then when Jemas came down to Uganda, of course, and Kagame came, and again Kagame was, when I read Kagame's profile, it's so rotating, like a lot of fake things around that very profile. But while Kagame was in Uganda, he went to the same school with the current president, who is Museveni, and then with also Renjema. Now people hardly talk about Renjema because it's like Kagame himself put this guy down. He doesn't want people to know about Renjema. Now, okay. Let me first talk to Ephraim. Ephraim, you can read the comments down. There are some links you have to click, and then you will be live with us here on Black Wi-Fi Network. Please, Ephraim, you can follow the links and click on them, and you will be definitely live. It was Belgium's. Yeah, now ever okay. Ephraim, so tell us about the Congo. Now, during those days when Renjema came, this is a story I usually tell some of my friends. Um, as they were fighting, of course, are you gonna promise that if I take over, I'm gonna help you also go take over in Rwanda, which they did. And as they entered Rwanda, before they did that, Renjema spoke and said that he's not sure if he's because he was the one who was supposed to be the president. By the way, Kagame wasn't the one. Kagame is a backstabber. He backstabbed Renjema, his brother, in war. So Renjema did not carry his children to Rwanda. Rather, he told the current president of Uganda that I don't think I'm going to reach Rwanda. I don't think I'm going to be the president. But they had agreed, the three of them, they are best friends. This Kagame and Museveni are so close. So they know each other so much. So at that time, when they were reaching Kigali, the city of Rwanda, Renjema was shot from the back. He was the commander in chief. So he was shot from the back and he died before even he was declared a president. Now, people don't talk about his history, and I bet you've never heard of him. If you do, that means you read a lot. But he did not reach that very place. So from there, of course, Kagame was the second in command. And this story, people don't tell the truth about the story. The whole share of stories they pull up, like French coming in and whatever, do that was not true. I'm telling you the truth. So he was shot and he died. So there are some people who still believe in
Wow.
this very guy, the Renjema man.
I
So
didn't
they
know that.
even hate him. They hate the current Kagame right now. So when Kagame,
Mhm.
okay, I see like Keith is saying something.
No, I said, wow. So I'm saying you guys are getting the truth from Maria. I said, wow,
Okay.
because I didn't know that history either. Because I was bigging up Kagame, but I know the rich reason why Rwanda's rich is because of the theft in the Congo. So Maria's giving you actual real story. I'm gonna send her down to Rwanda, but she can't say none of that while she's there. She can't say none of that truth while she's there. They have I'm gonna send her down to Rwanda. They go to the link, fam. You guys want the link? Hit the link. Hit the link. But I don't know if you guys hit the link. She can't hear anybody. You guys hit the link. The white. I sent the link inside the chat room. The link is there. The link is there. Hit the link. I'll share the link. I share the link with you guys. The link is there. Just grab the link, and you guys can talk to her. You guys can join in because this history I didn't even know. I had no idea. So, go on, Maria. You got it.
Well,
Hey!
Dwight Davidson is asking that wasn't Patrice Lumumba the assassinated leader of Congo? That's true. He was the assassinated leader of Congo. That's true.
And
He
they
was
killed him.
killed by the crackers, those colonialists. Um, and then since then, Congo has never rested because this is one of the Pan Africans who was standing out to fight for the black people. He was fighting for the people of Congo with their minerals. He was asking. I mean, he was fighting because he wanted freedom. He wanted them to own their minerals, not the whites. So they had to kill Lumumba because they knew he was strong and he was against them. He was trying to consciously awaken the brothers in Congo to stand firm and fight for what is rightfully theirs. And then he was killed, of course. So, Patrice, since that day Patrick Lumumba died, there has never been peace in the Congo. Now, I'm pushing, don't get nothing. Well, Ephraim is like saying he's trying to click on that link, but he cannot get in the studios. Keith, I don't know how this is gonna be. Maybe you can talk to him. Maybe
I don't
we'll
know what
hear
he's doing. I
you.
clicked the link. There's no way he's clicking on that link. Let me try it again. I go just click the link. You would show up if you're clicking the link. If you click the link, there's no way. Something wrong with his phone or something. They put the link back in there again. Paste. There go the link. Anybody grab that link? Right there. And just click on the link. All you gotta do is click on that link and you'll pop up. If you're in the back, you'll pop up. Somebody's there, okay. Somebody is there, okay. There you go. He's there. Add the stream. There you go. He's there. All right, brother. Can you hear me? He's there.
Yes, I can hear you.
There you go. Can you hear him, Maria? Maria.
Maria.
Maria, can you hear him?
Hello, Maria. Mary.
Maria, can you hear him? So, he's there, Maria. He's
Now,
there.
now, wait, Keith, wait.
He's there.
Now this is gonna be so very funny. I've invited your friend, and I think he's the one who is I'm seeing
He's
live.
there.
Unfortunately, I do not hear nothing. So Keith, I don't know. You're going to control this because I cannot hear what he's saying. So you're gonna talk to him, okay? Yeah, it's so very sad that I will
I'm,
not be
I'm
able
saying
to hear, to listen
he
in and get
is
to know what he's
there,
saying. But you can control the game.
and we
I guess she's having trouble
hear
with her.
we hear you, and you can't. We hear you, but you can't hear. But you can't hear us. Trying to type some in the chat room for you can hear us. I don't know what's going on with your damn phone. So go ahead, brother. What you got to say? What's on your mind, man? Go ahead. You got the floor, DD.
Well, yeah, I was looking at this video.
Oh,
I was looking at a video about
He's
what's
there
going
and he
on in
has his but I
Africa.
can't hear
It,
you.
Yeah.
it talks
Which
about
part?
basically
Okay.
about John Perkins and his book that he
Well,
wrote.
he's
I
there,
was an
but he
economic
doesn't know
hitman.
because it's like say that we can talk like this. If I push on that link, there is nothing. So I think he's live in the studios, but he doesn't know. So Ephraim, I think you're live.
He's
So
live. We hear him. We
we
can't
can
hear you,
hear.
Maria.
Okay, but
we can't hear
all
you.
right.
We hear him. We can't hear you. So go ahead. Go ahead. You said about somebody named Robert Perkins. Did what now?
That was a book called I was an economic hitman by John Perkins.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I always talk about that. Yeah, it's one of the books I always refer to when we're talking about Africa. See, what Maria's talking about is Paul Kagame. When we went to Rwanda last year, it's one of the most beautiful places on the planet. It's gorgeous, but it's at the expense of the Congolese. So I always tell Americans to go back there, go back to Rwanda. You go to Rwanda, it's gorgeous. There's no doubt. I'm gonna send Maria down there. I'm gonna send Maria down there. It's one of the most, But I was like, well, where's this country wealth coming from? Where's the fucking wealth coming from? And I said, it's the Congo. It's the Congo.
So
So
they're stealing
yeah,
minerals from the
I
Congo.
read a
yes, they're
comment where
selling the
he says that he can
yeah, yeah,
hear.
they're selling the coltan. They're selling the coltan out of the Congo. Remember, coltan is what's used to make computers and cell phones, and they don't got that in Rwanda. It's only in the DRC. So
Hmm. I see.
so
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 we
that's
got
where all the damn wealth was coming from. But he's also genociding people, saying that I'm here looking for the people who committed the crimes 27 years ago. That's 27 years. He's still looking for those people. Why are your people still mining for damn minerals then? How they mining for minerals looking for these cats that did all these deeds over uh 27 years ago?
oh, so he's supposed to be looking for the people who
E-
participated in the genocide in Rwanda.
exactly. Because Congo's the next country over, right? So
Are you
the
guys
northeast
just
part of
typing?
the, nor- the northeast part of
I can
Congo
see
is
how
all
just type it.
destabilized.
I mean, I don't hear what
It's,
he's
it's just like we
saying,
just had
but
Cash
why you
God, one
type?
of the
I mean,
family,
you're not getting.
one of the what we we had one of the family just come back from the Congo, but he came back from the southwest section of the Congo, right? We're still calm, and you got a lot of white people living there. You got a lot of white people living in the Congo, living lavish lives, because it's really the richest place on the planet.
Right.
So why is everybody in poverty? It's the richest part of the planet. I mean, that's undisputed. It's got coltan, cobalt, nickel, everything, gold. The Congo has everything, and that's why it's such a fight. So when Kagami's in there, he's bringing out the coltan for the West. That's why the West has not attacked him, right? That's why the West
Right.
has not attacked him. So I was trying to figure out that where's all this wealth coming from? They don't got no manufacturing here. Where the fuck is all the Rwandan wealth coming from? Because when you go to Rwanda, Rwanda's like a little America. It is. You got a lot of Americans, a lot of us moving, a lot of Black Americans moving, and I say, hell, it is a great place to live. Cost of living is cheap, housing is cheap. I need to know where that wealth is coming from. That's all I'm saying. Go ahead, Maria, you got
Right.
it. If you want to say something, D, go ahead, brother.
Well, yeah, I didn't know that Rwanda was in Congo stealing the minerals. I just learned that now.
I didn't know that
So,
either, brother. I didn't mean to even know it. I didn't try to know it. I had to just say, well, where's all the wealth coming from? I was like, where's the wealth? Because when you go into Rwanda, that's where you got Teddy Riley, and all these other people going to Rwanda, and when you get in there, I ain't gonna lie, Rwanda's like it's like that. You're like, God damn, okay, where's the wealth coming from? If they don't really got no minerals in Rwanda, where's this money coming from? You're like,
so he
so
so he's stealing the minerals and selling it to
Okay,
the
I'm
West.
going ahead. I don't know what
yeah,
you
yeah,
guys are
yeah,
talking
yeah,
about.
because he's going there and
Rwanda,
getting
Rwanda,
his
Rwanda,
treatment,
but I'm still
and
gonna
they're
talk
paying,
about Congo
he's getting
because
it for the Chinese, the Americans. And that's
this
why they
whole
haven't came after
issue
me.
that is
Hey,
happening
you
in
heard,
Congo with
you
the
haven't heard nothing
fellow
about him.
brothers that are hurting Congo and the puppet. I mean, there's whites are using, the Europeans are using fellow brothers to hurt fellow brothers. So I don't know how we're going to fight, and reach to the top. Yet we are the ones who are backstabbing. We are really backstabbers because now I see the selfishness of Rwanda. Rwanda is exercising the highest degree of selfishness when it comes to
And
Africa,
see
because
what
right
Maria's
now,
saying, it
if
makes
it's
sense
taking
because
all
they
the
set Paul
resources
Kagame
from
up to be the
Rwanda and
leader
then
there, D.
selling them, and then
They
it's
set him up to be the
developing,
leader
I
because
mean, from
he
Congo,
came here for
and then
training.
exports them, and it's developing Rwanda, and leaving Congo in tears. It's very, very, very painful. Now it's so also very sad. When you look at Rwanda, I'm so very much sure most of you have come about very many videos that show violence. I mean, the civil, I mean, the violences that are happening, the war that is happening in Congo, children dying every day and night. Being in the camp as refugees. Congo has one of the highest, numbers of refugees in Africa. So when you look at all these things, yet Congo is one of the richest piece of land on the continent, or in the entire world.
The
Actually, it
richest place of
saddens
land on
my
the
heart
world.
to realize. So, like I said before, when I googled down, they were telling me that Congo is the number one poorest continent country. Sorry, is the number one poorest country in the world and in Africa. Now, Congo is among the biggest and the largest countries in Africa, But again, why is it so poor? Yet it is the richest piece of land that has ever existed on earth. Maybe others have not yet been discovered, but at least we know Congo. It has like
They know
almost
that. they,
every
they
mineral,
know
every
that
resource.
exactly.
But again,
They know it's
again,
the
it's the poorest. They are defiling it with no fear. They are defiling it with no. Oh God, Keith, it's like you're saying something.
Well, they
no,
use the
no,
carrot and they use the carrot and the stick. Either they
exactly
bribe
right.
they bribe the leaders or they kill them. They don't
Exactly.
So when
They kill.
somebody
Re- Really, they don't even
when you
bribe. They
get
just kill them because everybody's in the Congo, brother. Everybody. Kagame gives no peace in the Europe, just like Sister Africana said when she was looking at the Congo. This planes flying, European planes flying in and flying out, flying in. Big 7047, stealing minerals. Just keep on a 24-hour basis flying in. Because the country's not strong enough to protect itself, and it's the richest piece of land on the planet. Like I said, when you go to like Cascade just came back there. Shout out to you, brother. But the Cascade just came back. Like you told you got the Chinese motherfucker there, the East Indian, goddamn white people. But they hate us. They hate African people. So why the fuck are they in the Congo? You think
well,
the Congo's all fucked up? It's not. Parts of the people living lavishly because all the riches are coming out of the Congo. You can't have no computers. You can't have no cell phones. You can't have no high technology without the Congo. So people just stealing shit out of the Congo. So you got Kagame in the Northeast. Why the fuck is he still in the Congo after 27 years? Shit. Talking about he's looking for the perpetrators of the genocide. He said he forgave the people of the genocide. So who the hell are you looking for? And
yeah,
your
I know
and
he's
your
supposed to
soldiers
have
are over the mining. Go ahead. Go ahead,
he's
brother.
supposed to have he's supposed to have some kind of forgiveness movement or something.
Yeah, remember that's what he
Now,
did have. That's what they got. That's what they got, the forgiveness movement. But they ain't forgiving the people. Some of they in the Congo for 27 years looking for the same people. Then why are you mining shit there? You're the number one distributors of coltan. That's not that's not in Rwanda. It's only in the Congo. So imagine me
Which it,
coming to your house, bro, saying, you know what, D, I'm gonna mine your yard. I'm not gonna pay you shit, brother. And I'm gonna come
I'm
to
just
your
gonna
mine.
be
I know you got gold back there, D. I'm gonna mine all the gold. I'm gonna take all the profit. I'm gonna say, I'm looking for criminals in your house, D. I'm looking for motherfuckers that robbed me 27 years ago, Negro. they said they came over to your house. I'm all in your backyard
you just
digging
start
up all your gold.
drilling holes in
Exactly.
my front yard and my
Yeah,
backyard.
exactly. You're like, hey man, what the hell you doing? I told you I'm looking for these criminals. What the hell wrong with you, man? You ain't hurt me. Go ahead, Maria.
Yeah. But what's the deal with the Congolese government? It's just do they even
It's
have a
2 weeks.
government?
Yeah, you got a government, but it's 2 weeks. Because if you got the Europeans helping Kagame, you don't got the power, and Africa is not unified. You don't have enough. You don't have enough money. Everybody's stealing. You got the French in there stealing. They live in there. The white and it's so bad. The white people live in there too. You got the French in there stealing, the Belgium, the British, the German, and now the Chinese. So
So they're just like it's just like a free zone. Everybody just
exactly,
like
free
they
zone
had
for
it what like that conference in Germany where they what was that called? Some one they had they set up a free state where all of them could be in there. Was that I don't know if that was the Congo back then or not, but it was supposed to be one they had set up one they called the free state where all the different
and yeah. All the
all the
European
different
powers came in to
colonizers.
steal.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. That was the Congo. Then they was over there chopping out people's arms and shit,
and
and just stealing.
still the free state.
Yeah,
I don't know.
it's
I
still a
just
free
don't.
state.
Well, they have just really they're really prostrated the black man over there because
All right.
Tell
they
us.
just laying there. They just
I
sitting
know, I
there
know,
letting all
I
this
know I
go
don't
on.
really hear both of you guys. Yeah.
Go ahead,
But
Maria.
before
Go
that,
ahead.
let me welcome people who have just joined us. Richard Campbell, I can see you. One Love Global Black Family. Yes, we love you too. Kerr Williams, you're very much welcome, my brother. And everyone who has Kevin Kali and everyone who has just joined us on Black Pie Network. Now we are talking about Congo, and of course we are mixing it with Rwanda. And we are, of course, why is Rwanda coming into this? Is because Rwanda has been so very much praised, being one the fast developing country, and yet it's defiling Congo at every aspect. So that's how Rwanda is coming in the talk today. So we are like saying that Rwanda has been ranked the number one poorest country in the entire world, yet it is the richest piece of land that has ever existed in the world. So when you look at these old things, of course, there are a lot of things that we have to talk about. There are a lot of things that we have to look at. And of course, as we always do this, please comment below and tell us what you feel about Congo. What do you think is the reason to as to why Congo is the poorest in the entire world, yet it is the richest piece of land? So you can also comment and tell us the experience or what you've heard about Congo.
Why it is.
And let Patrice remember, of course, one of the man who tried and died protecting the Black
Forgot
legacy
they
and
bought
protecting the
Patrice Lumumba and
Congo.
oil. They
So
bought
may
his
his
ass.
soul rest in power. Patrice Lumumba, who will always be remembered by me and, of course, by a lot of people who love Black people and Black nations. Now, as we continue, please do drop down your comments and let's see what you feel about this whole thing. Now, let me first read comment. Kevin says that I'm sorry, but the African accent is beautiful. Kevin, African women are the strongest to me. What are you telling? I don't know what you guys are discussing in the studios, but well, what Kevin is saying, maybe could be it is. So it's cool with me. And of course, please drop down your comment what you think about Congo. What is happening to Congo? Why do you think Congo is the poorest country, yet it is the richest piece of land that has ever existed? Well, maybe they haven't discovered others, but for now, we know that Congo is now. Why do we mix the Rwanda and Congo thing together? Because, like I said before, Kagame has been praised honestly for people who don't know what's going on. So if you know what's going on, you wouldn't say that Rwanda is the best, blah blah, because they are defiled. I'm not in support of any country that is defiling another African country. I call you a puppet, I call you a slave, I call you, a white man's puppy. Because this is all so very sad and unfortunate. Yeah, and so, but I will still be reading your comments down as I love Africa. Okay, come on. Now, what you? Okay, okay, okay. I think you guys have your own I don't know why the comments are like this. Probably it's the topic y'all talking about. Maybe I'm lagging behind, but I'll still continue with. I'm seeing the comments, yeah, a little bit. Oh, I mean, not too. But whatever. I'm not seeing the ladies tonight. It's a weekend. I think so. Maybe I don't know. But it's a COVID situation, so I don't believe people have gone out. Maybe you're taking care of your husbands. That's why you're not here. But I'm not seeing my sisters like dinner. like beautiful one, you know. Ooh, I always forget their names. But well, I'm not seeing the ladies in the house. I'm not seeing the black on fire women tonight. I'm only seeing the men. So yeah, Kevin says it's sad Africa is the richest but the poorest country. It's sad how divided Africa is. That's true. And Africa says that he loves African women. Okay, thank you very much. We love you too, black man. And Kevin says African women are the strongest to me. Of course. I mean, okay, keep did you see what Efrain said? I leave the lady talk. Okay, now Cameron is this guy. I mean, this Abraham is this kind of. Sometimes when he comments on my post, I feel like he's a rude guy. I'm sorry, I even tell that to Keith, and sometimes he ends up apologizing. But well, okay. So we've been talking about, I don't know what you guys say, but I will still continue with this. Now in Congo, we've seen a lot of things. We first of all, we have one of Congo has one of the largest forests so in Africa. So it has the Great Ituri forest. It has very many forests, of course. With the timber during the days of colonialists, they used to cut down timber from Congo and export it to Europe, the US, and all these countries. And of course, there is during the LRA war, the president of Uganda, in the name of helping Congo, of course, sent its army there. And they say during those days, whoever, I mean, most of the people who are commanding the army chiefs, the platoon commandants, what have you, uh, are very rich today because of Congo now. I had personally, I'm going to say from experience, I had a relative who was in the army and they were sent to Congo. So there's stories where they could not allow you go with something that can dig. It was saying that Congo is full of gold. Every step you stay, like during the places where they could set their camps, like they're trying to help Congo, it was full of gold. Whatever you dig a little bit, and
Yes,
gold
full of
was,
gold.
gold was like everywhere, timber, and the diamonds in the water. And then
Diamonds
there is
everywhere.
this mountain that has gold. It shines like every night. Now the US has its battalion there, and every day US planes fly in and out of Congo, in and out of that very
Yep.
mountain, because it
Yep.
has
In and out
even
of
at
Congo every
night
day.
there is no need of lights. I didn't know that gold shines like lights. So so they say it's there. So these guys come every day. There is no black person apart from slaves who are mining the gold, but there is no black person around that land. It's full of United America, soldiers,
United Nations.
taking
Mm-hmm.
over. And then you tell us that you are the best army in the entire world, but you cannot end the wars in Congo. And what do? They give the guns to the civilians, to the people down there who are so tired, who die, who are looking for something to eat, who are naive, who don't know who causes this
They're
war,
not there to
people
help,
who don't
Maria.
understand what's going
They're there to
on.
steal.
And what
That's
do you know
why.
what? They get guns and start shooting at each other. And that's why it's happening in
Mm-hmm.
Congo. And that's why it's very hard to end the wars in Congo, because the white man came down in Congo and made the Congolese understand that your brother is your enemy, your sister is your enemy,
Yep.
you got to kill them. And that's why it's happening. And all these other soldiers coming in from other countries have just come to squeeze them, you know, to take their minerals. They're not there to help. It's like if you're saying something, please go ahead.
No, I'm just saying they're not there to help. Is that it's the mineral grab. Like you said, the Congo's still full of gold and diamonds. Not just the coltan, the cobalt, got everything in abundance. And so they don't have we don't have a unified African man force, sadly enough. Got too much tribalism going on. White man's gonna steal and then use his puppets to come in and steal. They're gonna steal. That's why, like you said correctly. I know you're gonna say that there are jets flying in and out of the Congo daily, every day, 3 or 4 times a day, just picking up resources daily, daily. Why is it so poor? It's so poor because it's the richest place on the planet. That's why. Everybody's there. You don't have the manpower to fight them. And then you got your African puppets that they bring in there, who also destabilize parts of the country. You know, you got everything there.
Well,
So
I'm reading the comments. I'm reading Richard Campbell's comment, and he is telling us about a friend, a brother from Congo, uh, who fled to United States to escape the black rebels, and that he witnessed a soldier that who took his boyette and stabbed a young lady in her private parts. Now they are doing this every time. I mean, ladies in Congo are being harassed. I mean, they are being pierced, yeah, I mean, stabbed in their private parts, pierced with the sticks in their private parts. I had a
great.
video of all that profiled together. It's so sad I cannot just put that on YouTube. I even don't think YouTube will be able to show that. But it's a very sad, sad story. But again, these people are not soldiers. Apart from these other soldiers who are coming in a name of African nation, trying to help African nation, United African nation coming up. So the U.S. Army gives uniforms to civilians, to young, to youth,
Yep.
to everyone. If you feel like you want to fight, they give you uniforms and weapons. And then they start fighting. Now, what's in Congo? They call it, for them, they call it a tribalist. I mean, a tribalism war, a tribalistic war, internal war. But they caused this. They made brothers and sisters hate each other. They make you, they
Yes,
tell
they
you
do.
that this tribe is not good. This other tribe is, in Congo, there are some people who speak French, of course, and there are those who do speak Lingala. So some people who speak Lingala do not know French to some extent. Well, our friend was telling me that the streets of Congo, Kinshasa, of course, they are clean. This war has not gone to Kinshasa. This war is in places where
No,
minerals are. If you know what I'm saying. So these
exactly.
people do not fight where
Exactly.
minerals are
Not
not, of
Kinshasa.
course. They have to set their base, their war camps in where minerals are. So y'all kill each other as they take whatever they want from you. So people wearing in uniforms in Congo are not like soldiers, like real trained. These are rebels. You like Richard Campbell said. These are rebels that are given uniforms. If you wake up one time from Black Ophir Network and you say, I want to join the rebels in Congo, I want to fight, of course, they'll give you that uniform. And again, they don't care whether you are equipped with knowledge of protection. They just give you, go and kill, go and die. You understand? So in Congo, that's why it's happening. The Congolese are fighting each other. This is why people are not even, they're holding no guns. The Rwanda people are there killing Congolese. They're taking the major rebels, taking them to Rwanda. Those people that other rebels are looking for, they fly them to Rwanda. You understand? Protecting them. In the name of, oh, we are looking for those who contributed in the genocide and what have you. And yet they are all, they are also carrying other things. You understand? So, well, Keith, you had something to say. Maybe you can question Ephraim because I do not really hear both of you.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying you're right. They also do that here. That's what they done to us with the Crips and the Bloods. Remember, the Crips and Bloods, you growing up in Los Angeles was not a gang. It was to help defend black people. And then with them coming in with the COINTELPRO, they turned these into gangs that had us fighting each other. Also, they leave guns and they were leaving guns in the alleys of LA, also Chicago, and every major American city having blacks fight each other. That's been their modus operandi. That's what I tell people in Africa and in America. That's not changed. You'll go in the alley, be a box full of guns. You broke as hell. They got no jobs for you. You're starving, but there's a box full of fucking guns in this alley. There's a box full of fucking weapons in this goddamn alley, right? So now they create the gang culture, not black people. These gangs were created to fight white supremacy, to fight the damn terrorism that was being inflicted on black people. That's how the Crips and Bloods were founded in L.A. They would fight against the racist ass cops who were out there beating up on black people. Somehow, they put their element in there, and then the whole reason for the institution changed, and now they're gangs. We went around killing each other, talking crazy and shit. Go ahead. Do you guys anything to say, brother? You want to say anything? I think I'm about to go in a bad area.
Well, there is a great comment that comes from Richard Campbell. Richard is saying that when they get to the US, they have to stay there because if they leave the US, they lose their refugee status. So we see there is a Western conspiracy to recolonize the continent. This is 100% true. That's 100% true, honestly. Ephraim says that they're also raping the women. Well, these beautiful queens of Congo have really going through a lot. Now, there is something that's very funny. You know, I always tell my brothers on different platforms that the gods of Africa, the gods of Africa n- do not sleep, nor do they slumber. Because now look at this. When you look at Congo, they brought Ebola. You see,
Yep.
Ebola came to, they brought
Yep.
Ebola. It killed like very a huge population of Congolese. Probably they think, there is something weird about this white people and how they think. So for them, they think if they do bring this epidemic, they're gonna kill you, and then if they bring war, you're gonna kill each other. You're gonna die day by day. But since the wars in Congo started even before I was born, but people are being born in Congo every day, and the funniest thing is that I don't know what's happening with black people, honestly. Even with gun, with the bullets running over their heads, they are producing. I'm sorry. So I don't know, and I feel like this is what these crackers hate so much. I mean, with the bullets and
Yes.
grenades running everywhere in the camps and in Congo, Congolese are producing. They're having children every time, and
Yes.
now, and then for me, I say that's the work of the gods. Anyway, Keith, you have something to say.
No, I agree with you, Maria. That's what they hate. They've been trying to wipe us out for the longest time. And you're exactly right. That's what they hate. Congolese and all Africans are still having children, and Africa is the youngest continent on the planet. That's what scares. That's the reason for this COVID-19. This is nothing but Ebola on a mass scale. So, so you got it, Maria.
It's well, I'm so very, very, very much excited that most of our brothers have at least had one or two in other things about Congo. Dwight Davidson, I'm waiting to see your comment. What do you think about the Congo? And are you still there watching Black Wi-Fi Network? We have not received other new visitors apart from Ephraim. You're also welcome, please, Ephraim. You can also share this very link to some of your friends. You can share our YouTube channel. Invite your friends to come and join us whenever we are having discussions, and let's make Black Fire Network large, because here is where we get unfiltered and diluted, and of course, unapologetic information about Black communities. Now, while reading, drop the link again. I think Keith should. Keith, they're like, you
Okay,
should
let me
drop
drop.
the link again. It's like
All right,
somebody
all
wants
right,
to join
all
us
right. I'll drop it again. I'll drop it
and
again.
talk about, or maybe wants to share. I don't know. You can drop that link again. It could be up. And then, of course, those who are watching, please do tell us what you feel about Black Wi-Fi Network. Say something, let us know you're there, and of course, send the love direct to you. Black Wi-Fi Network loves you, and it loves its Black people. Now, well, the links are being dropped by Mr. Keith. Check on. Kevin is always, I don't know. Now, Kevin is saying that, Keith, did you check on my music? Well, Dwight, they are dropping the link. The link is just right above your comment, Blackwood Fire Network One. I think that's Instagram. I don't know what that link is, but well, Keith is dropping, and then he dropped another just right before Kevin's comment. Please do share this show, share it on your Facebook and other groups on different platforms. Invite our brothers. Let's talk about this, because if we do not talk about it, no one is going to talk about it. If we don't wake up and fight, no one is going to fight for us. I always say that black people, we got each other's back. If we do not, no one else is going to, no one else will. If we do not love ourselves and each other, no one else is going to love us. And of course, loving ourselves and loving each other is, the only thing that hinders us from, of course, being united. Black people have, I don't know, there is, I hate like talking about that, but of course, like I said, I don't. There are some black people I feel like who are not supposed to be black. I feel like they were never supposed to be black. There are some Africans who are never supposed to be Africans. I don't know whether it is the greed for money or the rate of poverty that is in Africa that is making people not realize. But where I'm also now rich, I'm just, so I'm not. So I'm poor. So I'm not this kind of person who wake up and say that because I'm poor, I'm gonna sell my other brother or something. I have my conscience. You understand? So I feel like most black people like that. They don't really care about what happens to somebody just next to them, as long as they got something to eat. So I feel like this is also one of the method that white people use on Africans. They leave you in absolute poverty so that you should have no other choice than to think about what to eat. And then when you think about the food of today, you don't care about what happens tomorrow. So this is the situation which Africa is in right now. If you do not think about the food of, if you don't think about the food of tomorrow, you don't really care what's going to happen tomorrow. So most Africans just think about the current day they are living. They don't have a future. They don't think about a future because they are in absolute poverty. And I feel like, well, I read about something, and a man quoted and said that if Africa wakes up, if Africa gets rich, of course, those superpower countries will be in absolute poverty because their money is got from Africa. Of course, Africa's raw material. They get raw materials that make them rich. So if Africa gets rich and Africa cuts off her supplies with other European countries, the likes of the US, the UKs and the French people, the Germany and what have you, will be poor and they will go on their knees. So they try so very much to leave Africa so oppressed, and of course they're always in support of wrong president. Now when I see US coming out to support a president, to support a candidate, I'll just know that, so the other one is now feeding your ego very well, huh? So you want to pull in somebody else. So I'm always never in support of anybody that the whites do support. I'm so very sorry, but well, that's it. And that's it. So we are waiting to see another brother come in. Please, guys, we are dropping the links below. Nisha Panda, you're very, very much welcome. I was missing you ladies. I mean, I had all the guys lining up. And what have you been doing? I mean, I'm like, this is a COVID, there is a COVID situation everywhere. So I guess you guys are not going out since today is a weekend. But Nisha, I'm so very happy to see you. And of course, we've dropped the links. Whoever wants to join the discussion, to join us in the studios, please do click on that link. And of course, you're live. Keith, well, you have muted your microphone. I'll still do continue. I'll read the comments. Okay, now Nisha says that peace and love, good vibes, good vibes. All right, sister, I love you, and I'm so happy to see you. Nisha again says we are our only friends and we don't need anyone else. Absolutely. We are not poor. We are following this bit definition of rich. Now you see that. Well, that's a strong word over there. Now, but of course, we always say that we are living in a matrix. We are living in a matrix, life in a matrix world where we see things, and of course, we see what they want us to see. We believe in what they want us to believe. And okay, we are not seeing what we are supposed to see. And when Nisha says that we're not poor, we are following this beast definition of rich. And of course, well, before that, Nisha, what is your definition of rich? I would love really to hear or to read what you got to say about what do you think, how do you measure wealth according to you? What is rich? like you said. But of course, as you do tell us, of course, I so very much, I also agree with you 100%, because one thing, my grandmother, I grew up my grandmother telling me that the richest thing you can ever have in this world is life. Yeah, I understand. So it doesn't matter what you have, but are you alive? Are people having cancers? I had lots of chronic diseases. They have cars, they cannot drive them. They can afford the best meal they think, but they cannot have it. But so they don't have a life. They are living a dead kind of life. But Nisha, we've been talking about Africa. We've been talking about Congo, and of course, Congo being the richest piece of land in the world. Yet it has been ranked the number one poorest country in the entire world by Google. So if you do Google that, Congo is going to be the number one, which is so very sad. How can the richest piece of land be the poorest at the other hand? So again, we talked about the wars, and of course, and the saddest thing is that Africa's very brothers, Africa's very blood are trying to wipe off and also defile the brother, which is of course, like we talked about, Rwanda coming out and defiling Congo at every aspect, and then in the name of looking for those who were part of the genocide and killing other people, that claiming that they were a part of the genocide that happened in 1995. I guess the year is right. Ibrahim was telling me about that. It was 1995. So, and what do you think of Haile Selassie? Emperor Levister, I know you. What do I think about Emperor Haile Selassie? Well, uh, I think that will be a great story of another day, because we've seen a whole lot of Africans following El Selassie. They love him, others following his culture. We can see the Jamaicans praising him, and of course, saying that he fought the colonialists. He did not agree with the colonialists, and also saying that he fought the Italians who came in Ethiopia. But of course, I think that will be a day, another day, of course, when we are looking at the great Ethiopia and the history of Ethiopia and what is happening in Ethiopia right now. But that does not stop you from still commenting and telling us what is burning you, of course, Livingstone. Nisha Pena says, my definition of rich is being in your right black mind, having a loving family and community, and the ability, oh God, to live in peace and harmony, which is, my God, major balance. Well, your comment is a wow. That is what everyone should be striving for, more especially the black people, more especially the black community. You understand? you know, Being in your right mind, having a loving family and a community and ability to live in peace and harmony, which is not even happening among black people. We do not have everything. So, Nisha, do you really think we are rich? Because, Africans, most of them are not in their right black mind. Most of them do not even know about family because they don't want to have one. They're intermarrying with a beast. You know, and they don't have peace. You understand? Wars everywhere. You don't walk at night, even in America. You're a black man. Do not put your hands in a pocket when a white policeman is in front of you. You see this whole thing. So, well, but maybe we are not. It's a two-way thing. So, well, of course, when you look at these other countries, now speaking of black women intermarrying with black men, it's a kind of weird. In Africa, by the way, I'm gonna tell you a story. In Africa, in Africa, when you bring a white man, everyone's gonna be, yeah, So when they're trying to tell to describe, or when somebody is trying to show a location where it come from, people are gonna be like, you know, the other lady who stay, the other lady who got to marry to a white man. Do you know that lady who got married to a white man? So that's also on the, you know, on the GPS. It's very funny, but this is how we are mind enslaved. This is how we understand. This is how black people in Africa think. That well, when you marry that white man, everything is absolutely done. Everything is absolutely, over, to the extent that, well, sometime back, except that this COVID situation in Uganda is disturbing my programs. Otherwise I would go down there where these babes hug them pussies and themselves, and I will be, I will interview them. And they will tell you some of them purposely go in and sleep with these white men who come here to buy, them prostitutes, when they come here to buy them. They do purposely go live with them because they just want to have a mixed babe. So she'll be like, there's that place just close to the airport, the Uganda's airport, where most of these ladies are having mixed babies. They're in, absolute poverty. And they're having these mixed babies, and the mixed babies are looking like yuck. There's a situation that some babies shouldn't be growing in, more especially in Africa. You see, so you cannot be saying it's very funny, and then you'll be like, "Why are you having this white baby?" So you'll be like, "Well, where is the father of the baby? I don't know." You understand? So why do you have a child without a father, and you're doing it on purpose, just because you want to have a mixed child, just because you want to have this baby look like a white? You think that this baby has a privilege in Africa? Hell no. The baby's gonna have malaria just like any other child. This baby, if you don't have, if you're poor, this baby's gonna sleep hungry just like any other child. This baby is gonna need medical care just like any other child does, maybe even worse than that. But many ladies, more especially those who hog themselves, the prostitutes, just go and they don't care whether they are protecting themselves. They just go live with this white man because, well, I just want to have a mixed baby. I don't know that the plate at which they sell these mixed babies anyway, or these mixed children. I don't know that how different their future is. I don't know about that. I've not yet looked into that. But well, this is how ignorant most African women are. Well, the same thing with African men who are going out with this old, white women who cannot even, give them, a child. And you look at a young African man who has never fathered, is settling down with the woman who is in her menopause, who cannot even have a baby. And he's very comfortable with that, and you are being a white woman's handbag. Where is your legacy? I mean, where is your dignity as a man? You know, I grew up knowing that black men, African men, are the strongest men who stand firm on their words. And second, when I come across a black man who says a lot of lies, like I'm like, yeah, who are you? Because this used not to happen. At least I know this is hardly happens. These are men who stood by their words, no matter how hard. Like the likes of Idi Amin. When Idi Amin promises, he used not to go to his word. Even if he said that he's gonna kill somebody, he cannot go back. He will just kill you because he has to keep his word. So people have to know that whatever he says has to pass. Yeah. Okay. Let me first read your comments and see. Well, this was Nisha's comment. I read that already. Kevin says, as long as you have their necessities, food, clothing, shelter, and your family, that would make you rich, no more. Well, Kevin was trying to explain the definition of richness. And then, of course, he says, so sad with the women sleeping out with the white people. Now, with Ephraim says that those kids have no fathers. Of course, they do have no fathers because these are prostitutes. They see a man once, maybe a white man will come and book a black woman. How do you even book me? This is very funny. How do you even book me? Like you said that I'm gonna have you Maria for the whole week and what well I don't want to say a lot of things because I'll sound like I just don't like going there. It's just because people have their own, standards and whatever. So I live. So you, of course, they have no fathers. Kevin, can I join? I'll be on my best behavior. I love to learn about Africa. Okay, now Kevin, joining war. I don't understand what you're saying. Why Dry Davidson? If you're there, please drop your comment. Kel Williams, I guess you're very busy, but today is a Sunday. I came hoping that you guys will be here live with me since it's a weekend. You are reward in heaven, just not to defend your family. Okay, some comments a little bit. I think I have to just link them to each other so that I can get to understand them. But I do know, like I said before, this is Black Hole Fire Network. Ephraim, let me hope you've shared this and you've invited your friends over on Facebook. You can share this on your Facebook. I'll find it there so that I can share it on my Facebook too. So please do share and also invite your friends. Ephraim, I hope you're still with your girlfriend, the one you had in 99. What was that? 1995, the one who was from Rwanda. I mean, please, I don't know if you still have her. And then I will also love to learn from her because if she was there at that time, that means she has had lots of stories to tell us about Randy. And of course, you asked the question about Emperor Haile Selassie, and I think that will be a topic of next time when we are talking about the great Ethiopia, of course, where Emperor Haile Selassie is supposed to be the head of that very topic we are going to be talking about. So, like I say, you're very much welcome to Black Hole Fire Network. It is 46 minutes past midnight here, and I always come a little bit late because of my network. So, if I come early, my network is always disturbing. There is too much traffic, and I'm so very glad that most of you will be awake, though in Africa, people will be sleeping. And then it hurts me that most of Africa will not be able to be participating in my shows because it's always late. Because in the coming future, of course, I'll be hosting some of the prominent people, and I so very much pray that I host Bobby Wine the second time here on Black Who Find Work. And unfortunately, he's very busy with the campaigns. That I may not be able to see him soon, but I'll try so much to bring him here so that we can fire him with our questions. Well, Ephraim, you say that it is over. You broke up. Okay, that's so sad. But it's okay. I hope you learned one or two things from here, from her. From her, but I'm not seeing people dropping their comment. Nisha, are you gone? Are you there? What do you think about Congo being one of the poorest among the first poorest countries in the entire world, yet it's the richest piece of land that the world has ever had. Now, we've talked about the wars down in Congo, and of course the epidemics that were spread in Congo, the epidemic like Ebola that killed millions and millions of Congolese people. And at that time, of course, Congolese are these people who eat like a whole lot of they love meat. Congolese love beef, oh God. They love meat, they love fish. I've not seen most of them go vegetarian. I don't know the ones you have, but I've not seen most of them go vegetarian. They love beef, they love fish, this whole thing. So the white people are trying to tell them that they got the Ebola disease, the Ebola epidemic from the animals they do eat. I'm yawning and the man's I'm feeling a little bit sleepy, but of course we are remaining with the 20 minutes to be leaving the show, and I'm not leaving until y'all drop some comments and tell me what you think about the colonizers and why is Congo being the poorest country in the world, yet it is the richest piece of land on earth. Now, well, Nisha is saying that Congo is not poor. We never unity to get rid of the thieves stealing and hurting our people. Richard Campbell says it's all lies, Western propaganda. It could be lies, Richard. It could be lies. And now there is something I realized about Congo is that in Kinshasa, the streets are very clean, you know, are very clean. The war has not affected the cities of Congo, you know, and people even have they don't know what happens in the sides of Congo. Now it's like this war, the entire war has. Oh, guys, I'm feeling sleepy. It's like war is, war has been put in a places where there is a lot of resources, a lot of minerals that the city of Congo doesn't know. It does not even experience. It's just as clean as nothing happened. Um, Okay, Richard, it's okay. I understand. You said that you're multitasking. Of course, you guys, it's day over there, and of course, it's another morning here. But still, we are remaining with 9 minutes to be living, and it will be 1 a.m. in the morning here in Uganda. Now, those who have just joined us, you're watching Baho Final Work with me, Maria Mpenzi wa Africa. Now we're talking about Congo and being the poorest, and yet it's the richest piece of land that has ever existed. They are there. Well, Ephraim Livingstone, I'm trying to read what you're saying, but well. Nisha says that exactly it needs to store up, and of course, now Richard tells her it's propaganda. They're trying to preach, they're trying to spread wrong information about Congo. Well, that could be true, because of course, like I mean, I don't agree with anything these people say. you know, I don't really agree with them. So when you say it's propaganda, also it's true. I also agree with you. It could be propaganda. You understand? But we've seen a whole lot of things happening to the people in Congo. You told us you saw someone, knife a woman's private part. Now we've seen, and again, the attacks of recent, that was in 2000. Most of the attacks were on the women, the Congo women. It's like they were told again to attack women and the children more, because before they could get the youths and kill them, cut their legs into pieces. Now they were attacking the women. They could show us videos, women being logs of sticks. After they rape these women, they place huge logs of sticks in their private parts. They cut their private parts, their breasts are off, and then they slaughter your baby. They make you eat your baby. This whole bullshit happening in Congo. And the saddest thing is, we have our brothers who are claiming that they have their army there trying to help, yet they are also defiling Congo, exploiting it. They are not there to help no Congo. They are there to steal what is theirs. You understand? And I gave you the example of Rwanda. And then Rwanda, Kagame has the guts to stand and tell the world that Africa must unite. Like what? What are you talking about? Africa must unite. Like really? And Kagame thinks like everyone is a fool. Like we don't really see. Maybe people do not see, but I see. You know, this is very sad. Now, African presidents should be coming out to fight the puppets. They should be coming out to say, let's unite and, create this big army. Let's fight these guys out of Africa. I know they can do it, but who wants to do that? They rather want to eat alone. They want to defile others. They want to take what is not theirs. They want to hurt other brothers because they want to be rich and not rich for their own country. When you look like at Rwanda, The rich people are so rich and the poor are absolutely in a poverty state. There are places in Rwanda that cameras do not show, you know. There are places in Rwanda that cameras do not show. You understand? There is a lady who was just killed in Rwanda because she came out and spoke against Kagame. The next day she was found dead. An artist sang about him. The next day he was found dead. You understand? So for him, it's just that slim man. Damn. I mean, he has the right to stand and say Africans have to unite, because now I don't know why he wants them to do what in his country after stealing everything from Congo. And he's still doing that. That's looking for those who participated in the genocide. Well, they were the Hutus and the Tutsis. And of course, during the war, they ran and scattered in the entire of Africa. Mhm. In the entire of East Africa. And now he's going there that he's looking for them. Yeah, he's stealing them. It's not fair. And then he has the guts to stand on a microphone and start saying he's calling upon African countries, nations to unite. To unite against what? Maybe this is another decoy. This is another way puppets want to use him to dig something more deeper. Because with someone like that, you come and steal from another man's country, you kill, and then you're talking about unity. Definitely, there is a reason as to why. Maybe probably they are saying that black people are waking up to realize, they're waking up to see the truth now. They want to use our own words to defile us again. They want to use what we love most because everyone is preaching about unity. So they want to use the word unity to again colonize us, enslave us in our very, knowledge. Because of course you cannot stand up and tell me that you're not that. Well, he's not a puppet. He's not a white puppet after everything he's doing, you know, after stealing from Congo and killing the Congolese people. You're talking about unity. There is definitely a reason as to why you're doing that. Probably there is a powers behind that. Now they know people are talking about unity, so you should come in that angle, and then Africans are gonna give in to you, so that they can enslave us anew. Hell no. If you're talking about unity, practice it. If you're talking about black love, practice the black love. It's not about making noise or preaching about it. Practice it. Tell people you, or let's look at you and say, yeah, let your actions do the talking. If you know what I'm saying. And all this loving story and Congo story is a very, very long, long one. Well, next time, I hope that we shall look at one of the greatest Pan Africans that I always look up to. Of course, that is Professor Pablo Patrice Lumumba, who died in Congo, of course, the one who was trying to protect Congo away from the white and the colonizers, and who was making Congo its own and giving Congo to the people of Congo and Africa at large. Yet he was killed by Europeans. And I hope and next time we talk about Patrice Lumumba. Now, this has been Congo Part 1, and we shall be looking at Patrice Lumumba, who was killed by colonialists, how he was killed, why, and how he was performing his leadership in Congo. Thank you very much for watching Black Hole Fire Network. It has been me, Maria Africa. Oh my God, Jim and Kondo has just come in and I'm going. Jim and Kondo, you are very, very much welcome. It is 1 a.m. in the morning here and I'm retiring to my bed. It has been about Congo and I'm so sad that you're coming at this time when I have to say good night or good evening or good afternoon, whatever the time is. It is a good morning here, of course, even if I'm still going to bed. I love you guys. I love you so much. Nisha Penda, you are the only female I had in the house today. I want you to know it's always my pleasure to have black women contribute about black development. Of course, we are the mothers of this nation, and we should stand. So from Nisha Panda, I'm always so very excited when I see a black woman down there. And of course, our kings, you are always that strength that we are who we are. We love you so much, and Black Out Fan Network loves you, my black people. Have a blessed night. It has been me, Maria Mpenzi wa Africa from Uganda. Have a good night till tomorrow. Tomorrow is a Monday, of course. Yes, I will be definitely here. I love you so much. Mwah. Good night.